Hi everyone, it's Alistair here. Welcome to this week's market commentary. I'm going to get into the markets in a second, but before I do, just a couple of things for you to be aware of. We're back at the London Forex show on Friday the 19th of February, so not long now, just under a couple of weeks. I'm going to be doing the live trade-off again at one of the seminars in the afternoon. We've got a stand there, and what's interesting, we're going to be doing a trade-a-thon, for want of a better word. One of the team will be trading, so there will always be somebody on the stand live trading or in analysing the markets with the intention of placing a live trade. So we're going to be doing that. It's going to be a bit of fun. If you want to come down to the London Forex show, we can get you a free ticket. What you need to do, however, is please register for the social that we're doing in the evening. Now, the hotel where the London Forex show is, we are doing the second Trader Support Club social at the same hotel in the bar. So the show finishes at 5. The social then starts at 6. So what I would suggest, even if you can't make the social and can only come down during the day at the Forex show, if you go to the events page, so log in as normal, go to the events page and register for the social. Even if you can't make it in the evening, if you register, then you will automatically get an email with a free or a link to get you a free ticket to the London Forex show. So they haven't been sent out, they're going out this week. So I'd urge you to make sure you register for that if you want to come down and see me, the team and the rest of the members. So let's get into the markets, let's go and see what's been going on. So we'll start with the DAX. So we're looking at the DAX here. You can see we've had a really strong area of support that we've been testing quite frequently. So if I just pull my drawing pen up, you can see we've come in here once, twice, 3 times. But the interesting time about this third here is we've come in and actually put in a lower high. So when we came down again, I was saying in the room to the guys in the trading room last week, is I'm looking for a fourth retest. And I wasn't going to go short directly from here down to this level, because from a medium term point of view we were starting to get into what I would call extended territory. So I wasn't about to short simply because we broke that level. However, I was alerted to that because what I wanted to do is see if I could capitalize between here and here. So from a swing trade perspective, with a stop up here and an entry around this level here and a target at the next area of support, my risk reward isn't good. However, as an intraday trader, so looking at maybe the 5 or the 60-minute chart, depending on how you would do that, there is a potential window here. Unfortunately, this morning, if I just go to the lower time frame just here, what you'll notice is if I go down to the lower time frame, we'll go to an hour. We had a fairly big move down here between 9 and 10. We broke those lows and kept going. But what I didn't get is I didn't get any pullback to the 21 moving average. So for me, what I'm looking at is I'm looking for the low and then I'm looking for a pullback, so something like that. Or when we started to pull back here around 10 o'clock, again looking for something to pull back to this level, because that's part of the strategy that I'm looking to trade. However, what you'll notice, you might say, well, why didn't you trade it here, Ali? Because you've got to pull back to the 21 at this level. Well, firstly, we've come off a double bottom, so I don't have a new low. And also, we're getting close to this area of support. So I don't want to be looking to go short when I'm that close to an area of support. So for me personally, this trade was a no-go. I was looking for a pullback between this area. So when we broke this level, I was looking for that. Didn't get that. And also didn't get the required consolidation on the 5-minute chart for me to take a short. So sometimes that's going to happen. You're going to watch a market, you're going to make and have a bias in terms of your intraday or swing type of trade, and then you don't get the setup you want. So sometimes it's going to be the case. All you need to do is just move on to the next one. So with the DAX, you can see we're down, and I'm just going to go to an even higher time frame. So we looked at the daily and now we looked at the 5. Let's zoom up to the weekly, and you'll see we're coming into the lows from back here and the lows just from back here as well. So we're in an area of support. If we were to break this level, you can see very clearly. So if we were to get below this level, then the next level you've got is down here. So again, there is another window of opportunity if we break that level. So I'm still going to keep my eyes peeled to see what happens. So with the DAX, very much for me, if we break that area of support, I'll be looking for further intraday shorts down to here. If we can get above here or show some decent signs of reversals and get maybe possibly above this level, then there might be some room for some intraday longs between here and here. Swing trade rise, nothing at the moment on the DAX. Okay, now we're looking at the daily chart of the S&P 500. You'll notice I've got quite a few lines on here. I'm just going to go up to the weekly just to give you a bit more perspective. So here's the weekly. Now, what you've got is you've got a lot of weekly candle lows, a lot of volatility that you've seen very recently over, well, I say recently, over the last 18 months on the Dow. And I can see here, look, I've got lows just here, another low just a little bit lower, another low down here. So I've got a bit of an area here, we've got a low from here, we've got a low here. So again, very tricky to really establish anything at the moment, because we're not at a clear level of support and resistance. And even here, look, we've got the low from here and then these lows here. So very tricky, but there are potential intraday opportunities. If I just go back to the daily, you'll see it slightly more clearly. That you can see, again, if we could get a solid close of this candle below this low, then there's possibly some intraday trading, maybe on the 5, on the 60, depends on your strategy. But you can see we've had a little consolidation, we've broken a little bit, we're pulling back right now, but now we've got a new low intraday wise. It could be that we start to see a bit of a move between this level and here. So all I'm seeing is a very small pocket of clean air, not for a swing trade, but for a day trade. We could have some opportunities right through here. So longer term for me with the S&P, I'm looking really for it to come down and clearly test these levels again. If it comes up, puts in a lower high off the back of that, then that could indicate that further downside, so something like that, and we come and retest these lows again, that could be a strong indication that further downside at the moment. So for me, it's all about whether or not this downward candle closes and I've got an intraday trade between these levels, or if we come down and retest this level and keep retesting it, then there could be some further short trades there. Quick look at oil here. You can see after we hit the lows back in January, so last month, we came in and hit those lows just there. I put a triangle, a square around here, just a little box, just to show you. We've got this move up after we came down to these lows, and as you can see, that hasn't really carried on. We've now got an area of support here on the daily, fairly choppy, slightly lower highs, but again, not significant. For me, really, from a medium to long term view, oil needs to get above this $35 area here, $35 a barrel on the futures. Or for more short side, I would want to see a break here. Intraday, however, even though we are slightly extended, from an intraday perspective, if we could get below this little area here, which I'll draw in, and then go lower, so go down to the hourly. If we could get below that level there, again, there's a small area that on the 5-minute chart could provide us with some intraday trades. So really the main markets are not showing a huge amount at the moment. If we think about the DAX, oil and the S&P, they're not really showing a lot. If I pull up gold, so I'm just going to put up gold for you here. That's the hourly chart. We won't look at that right this second. We'll go down to the daily. So we've had a big swing back, so we've now retest. You can see we've had a retest up here of the October highs. Now that may give us the guys who are trading the guided strategy program trades. We had 2 winners last month, so we had a nice start to the year. This may give us, and I haven't got the pivots on, but this may give us a potential reversal up here. It's looking fairly strong, but remember, this daily candle won't close until the end of the day. So we're back up and we're retesting the October highs. But if I squeeze this data up and go down to a monthly chart, you can see that gold, possibly due to the move slightly down in the S&P and the Dow, you can see we've had 2 when we've got a positive month. So still nothing clear here in terms of trend. I'm not seeing a huge amount. There's the weekly chart. I'm going to watch this weekly chart and watch the daily chart. If we can get above this level here, the problem with this level, if I look at these highs just here and these lows, there's still a bit of chop in here. There is a little bit of room between here and here, so there might be a chance to get some trades between these 2 levels. It's all going to be how we react to this level here. So that's really it from me at the moment. I will be back next week and we should have some trade examples. So for this week, what I wanted to do is just give you a brief outline, but we may have some trade examples from the guided strategy program that I will pull up and show you then. So have a good week, stay safe, maintain your risk, don't do anything stupid, enjoy your trading week, and I'll catch up with you again soon.